Hi there, welcome to the Performance Centre here at Howley Hall Golf Club in Leeds, where today we're taking a look at the new range of ST200 drivers from Mizuno. Hi there, Ryan Rastall here for Golfshake.com. I'm PGA professional here at Howley Hall Golf Club. We are here in the Performance Centre, and as I've said, we're taking a look at this new range of drivers from Mizuno. But before we do that, if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and you'll see loads more content from all of us here at Golfshake to help you play more and play better. So let's get into this range of drivers. Three very distinct different head shapes and designs, all aimed at differing types of golfer. So let's start with the ST200X, which is the most forgiving model out of the three. Now, this is aimed at your maybe slightly lower club head speed player, something that is slightly higher loft, a bit more draw bias as well. So something that's going to help more golfers out there with potentially lower swing speeds and maybe slight tendency to slice the ball. So again, adjustable, uses this wave technology which really helps the head compress and give you ball speed even on those off-center hits as well, and using this new beta titanium forged face which Mizuno have used in all three of these models, which really just helps to maximize ball speed but also help increase feel a little bit as well. So we have got the weight quite far back in the head, it's higher MOI, so it's a really stable driver for the majority of people to use. And like I say, if you've got a bit of a slice or you need a draw bias club, this could be the one for you. So we'll move on to the ST200, which kind of is in the middle of the range, if you like. Still with that forgiveness, the wave technology is there, the beta titanium forged face is there too, the adjustability as well. This is aimed at probably the widest selection of golfers, I would say. So still really forgiving, looks a bit nicer behind the ball. There's not that draw bias element to the head there. But you're still going to get loads of forgiveness and loads of ball speed. And then we move on to the ST200G, which is the more adjustable model. So we have the weight tracks there, still the same loft adjustability, and still has the wave technology behind the face there, giving you that bit of forgiveness, but also that beta titanium face is really going to help, just as it does with all the others in the line. But the 200G is probably aimed at your slightly higher club head speed player, so we're going to see slightly lower spin, maybe slightly less forgiveness as well, but we would expect that with, you know, with weight technology moving around a little bit, it doesn't make it quite as forgiving. So we're going to try all these three on the TrackMan, see how they perform, and give you a bit of feedback of what I think on our first hit. So we're going to start with the ST200X. So the most forgiving of the line. Now the spec I've got it in is a regular flex. It's a really light shaft as well, the lightest that they've got. So potentially might not suit me very well, but it should give us an indication of how this driver is going to help on off-center hits. It's a 10.5 degree model that I've got here. So let's have a few swings, see how it performs on the TrackMan. It does feel very light, which for a lot of you out there is probably quite a good thing. But you can definitely see that it's slightly towed in, so it's really helping that player that's got that bit of a slice. But let's have a few swings with it, see how it goes. So I might have to do it a little bit slower than normal, but we'll see. So nice and smooth swing for me really, but we can see there spin's nice and low, the ball speed is pretty good. Like I say, I'm trying to maybe hit this a little bit softer than I normally would, because I think if I went at normal speed, the shaft would maybe be a little bit soft. But in terms of distance and the speed that I was swinging at, 106 miles an hour is okay. So let's try a little bit more. And it feels really good off the face. It was a slightly faster swing there. So I thought I'd just give it a bit more of a hit. But yeah, I mean, it feels solid. I actually really like the feel of the driver. And considering this is one that absolutely shouldn't suit me at all. I mean, those two are dead straight. Maybe I need a draw bias driver, I don't know. But yeah, there's a dead straight down the fairway. We take both of those, decent distance. But yeah, like I say, the driver is designed for a certain type of golfer, but that, like I say, it looks great behind the ball. The Mizuno emblem is on the top there with this kind of carbon design, which seems very popular. A bit more of a miss hit, but it's a good job it's draw bias. It stopped it going as far right as it would have done. But like I say, the driver feels pretty good. Obviously now I've gone into hitting it a bit harder. It's kind of gone all over the place, so we'll just slow it down a little bit and try and get the strike on it. But like I say, this is absolutely not aimed at someone swinging at the sort of speed that I am at the moment. So that felt a little bit better. So a little bit straighter, a bit more down the middle of the fairway. Not quite out the middle of the face, but it feels right off the face. It's really, really good. I think with a shafting that would suit me a little bit better, I think I'd probably get a bit better results. But luckily, the other two models have. So we're going to try the ST200. So adjustable in terms of the loft, but doesn't have any sliding weights or anything like that. So let's give this a bit of a hit. This now has a Diamana shaft in it, so Diamana blue in stiff, 60 gram. So that's a little bit closer to the sort of spec that I would kind of use. Behind the ball, very similar in looks, apart from it's not got that toed in appearance to it, so it doesn't look draw bias, which is good. So like I say, sits really nicely behind the ball. That nice Mizuno emblem in the middle of the face that frames it quite nicely. So let's give it a swing and see how we get on. So we can see there that we're getting a little bit more in the way of ball speed. Spin is okay, it's a little bit on the high end, but then we see the distance increase a little bit as well. But we thought that was going to happen with this model anyway. So this is certainly more sort of aimed at myself rather than the first model that we used. So let's have another hit. Again, another decent hit, decent ball speed. We're getting up to the 295 sort of mark, which the drive before was around there as well. So distance-wise is pretty good, but I'm very impressed. It feels great off the face. I'm going to tell you the truth. I mean, in the past, I've been pretty critical of some of the Mizuno drivers I've tried. This is by far the best that I've hit. It feels great. The shafts are really good that are in there. And the forgiveness is there as well. I certainly think this is definitely one that you should go and try. So let's just hit one more with this and then we'll move on to the third model that we have. Again, I think the most impressive thing is that it seems to be launching and spinning a little bit lower than I've certainly found with Mizuno drivers in the past. And that face just feels really, really solid and good. I really like it. The spin numbers are better. Distance is pretty consistent as well. So we're going to then move on to the third and final model that we haven't tried yet, which is the 200G, okay? So now we have sliding movable weights, which I've put them towards the front of the driver to move weight in there, so it should help lower spin slightly. We've got it in a standard 9 degree, this time a white Diamana shaft. Again, 60 grams in stiff. So we shall see how this one goes. But we should really see this be potentially the lowest spinning of all of them and lowest launching really. So let's give it a few swings. It looks very similar to the 200 model that we've just used, but obviously with those different technologies that have been employed in here, we should see a slightly different result. So let's give it a hit. Straight away, we've seen the fastest ball speed that we've had so far. So we can see there we're up towards the 170 ball speed mark, which is good. For those of you that have seen videos that I've done before, anything 170 and above, I would say is pretty good for me. Again, fairly straight flight. Spin is a little bit on the top end there, but not bad at all. Let's try and hit another one. Again, ball speed's popped up, 171 now, so we're getting that little bit faster. A little bit more distance as well. Spin is still up a little bit on where we'd like it. I think that's the only thing stopping it going that little bit further as well. But the flights look good, and all the other numbers I'd be more than happy with. So let's just hit one more. Again, decent enough shot. It's on the fairway. The longest of the lot, that bit lower spin. I got it a bit lower on the face actually, but slightly lower spin. So it's come out there a little bit hotter, but certainly of the three, and I thought this before we hit them, this one suits me slightly better. But we have a whole story and a whole family here in Mizuno now, where every level of golfer can confidently be fitted properly for the driver that's going to help them. And like we always say, go and get custom fitted. Go and see someone who knows what they're talking about, is going to help you make the right decision in which driver, but also how it's set up as well. We've seen what a difference it makes from the one that we first tried, which is absolutely not set up for me, to the one that we tried at the end, which is very close to the sort of spec I would be using, and the differences that we see in distance and ball speed and spin and all those things. So it really is worth trying and getting fitted properly. So if you've got any questions about the Mizuno drivers, please drop us a line below. We'll answer all your questions. Or if it's just about custom fitting in general, please give us those as well. Hope you've enjoyed the video and enjoy your golf.